What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today some more Dragon Ball Fighters for y'all. So yesterday, shout out to Damascus and Tyrant, and of course everybody over there in Bandai Namco EU. They ran a show, Dragon Ball FighterZ show, that we've been waiting for, that they announced during the Japanese fighting game developer round table. That was a little bit hard to say. So this was the news we're all waiting for, just what's going on for the rest of the year, what's going on with the characters, stuff like that. Of course, understandably, they've been running behind schedule, what with COVID going on and everything like that. So it's nice that they kind of put this together. It was their first time doing it, and they said they're planning on doing more. So I just want to share some of my thoughts about the things they announced. I do have a link to the full show in the video description below. I also have a link to Tyrant and Damascus's Twitter if you want to follow them and keep up with that. They're basically the ambassadors for the game, and they'll be doing all the shows, I believe. So if you want the info, it is in the description link below. If you like the content I'm putting out, please consider liking this video or subscribing to the channel if you already have not. It does help the channel grow, and I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So first, I wanted to start by talking about the tournament. I think that's the first thing they announced. They are doing online regionals, basically invite only. I think it's a pretty good solution, right? Like, you can't do the world tour. The world tour does give people like an opportunity to, one, of course, travel to the different regions, but also it gives a chance for relatively unknown players to complete at like a high stage. It's kind of hard, of course, with no offline tournaments and the netcode being not that great by all means, right? So I think it's a pretty good solution. They also mentioned that they would like check in advance to see if the connection was good between the players, because they are more focused on the quality of the play more than anything else, which is pretty good. On top of that too, they did mention implementing rollback. I will probably, future me will look for the video. There's a couple of videos I highly recommend you watch. If you don't know who Sejam is, for example, I think he pretty much is the rollback ambassador for the FGC, and he has a big video on rollback, how it works, I'm assuming how it works, why people don't add it, etc. So if you're disappointed that they didn't straight up say we're adding it right now, then and you want to know maybe a little bit more why, then I suggest you watch that video. Now, of course, I'm happy they at least mentioned it. You might not remember, but in the Japanese dev show that they had a couple of weeks ago, the devs didn't even want to say the word rollback until Harada, one of the main Tekken devs, mentioned their specific method of doing it and what they're trying to do to address it. So it's good that it's on their minds. I'm happy for the people who wanted it to be addressed. Hopefully they do actually get around to it. It will make everyone's life a lot better. So next, I want to mention the balance. So they talked about balancing the game, specifically about assists, and how they added 3 assists, which one I did not actually think they were going to do. I did not think they were going to add 2 more assists to each character. It was a welcome change, and I think they did accomplish their main mission. So what they mentioned is they didn't like how it seemed that people felt like they had to pick specific characters for their assists, which kind of makes sense, right? So the easy examples would be characters like GT or SSJ Goku or Kibu in Season 1, right? Like, they're the only types of characters with that assist, so you kind of have to pick them if you want that tool. I think they did a pretty good job with that already, and I really hope they're not just basing it off online play to base like what people are using such what is strong. There's a ton of examples of people overrating and underrating assists in this game, so I kind of hope they aren't totally leaning towards that. So I think the next obvious choice would be to, you know, fix any bugs and just like keep on letting the season play out. I do remember Tyrant joking about like the GT hell and stuff like that, but I think we did get to see what endgame Dragon Ball might look like, just because we played out that whole season without patches. So I'm pretty much cool if it's not like a drastic balance patch, and it's not like there's any like really broken characters right now, in my opinion. So we'll see about that. I just hope they don't go too ham with the changes, because I don't think we've had enough time still, and there's probably still some things we don't know about the character and the game still. Last big thing, of course, is rage quitting. They're addressing it finally. I know a lot of people who play online, especially on PSN, are very happy about this. I am, of course, that's good. Like, anything that helps the online experience, I think is good. There's not really that much to talk about here. And then of course they showed Master Roshi, so I'm not really gonna say anything about him. It was a 5-second trailer. The only thing I feel like I can say is, like, don't blow him up too much. I feel like there's probably some, like, back-end issue that they can't tell us about, or why they can't show as much, because it seems for every other Arc Sys game and every other fighting game in general, it's fine. I think it's just something about the Dragon Ball IP license owners, whatever. So even though it is kind of anti-hype, like, I think it was just Roshi doing an auto combo into super, essentially. It's nice to see that there's a new character. They'll probably do an in-detail showcase like they do with UI Goku down the line. So for now, let's just wait for that, see how the character plays, and look forward to September 3rd. Okay, so as usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.